Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is a man who gets tougher even if he loses, Ben.
We're fucking back, baby. We're back. It's Dragon Ball. This
Ben
is...
and Hank return to Dragon Ball.
It's so good.
Yeah, we're starting the modern Dragon Ball material. The modern era.
If I knew it wasn't just going to be more Z, like, I would have binged this shit months ago. I wouldn't have stopped. There would have been no break.
This is why we didn't watch GT.
Yeah.
GT is like Z but worse.
That sounds not great.
Yeah, it's not good. And what if like none of the fights were good?
I spent about so let me bring up the order. So we did Son Goku and his friends return.
Yes, which
is
a
OVA that is not in dubs.
Yeah, it came out in 2008. It's never been brought over to America. It's never been dubbed. It's more of a. It was for an anniversary for the manga, and it sets the tone for what follows. Like you watch it now, and you're like, yeah, this is Farmer Goku's right here. This is where it starts.
Yeah, and then
even though this special does take place slightly after the first episode of Z, I think, of Super rather, because they mention the money they got from Chi-Chi mentions the money they got from Mr. Satan in this special. Which happens at the end of episode 1 of Super.
Okay,
it's just a minor detail.
Part of my problem with this is I'm getting I got all this shit confused.
Yeah, it's confusing because also like it didn't come out in chronological order for when stuff takes place for the way we're watching it, which is we're doing like the Kai version, which is although plus stuff because we're watching the filler episodes of Super. But then not watching the Super adaptations of the movies. We just watched the movies. So we watched Son Goku and his friends return. We watched the first 2 episodes of Super. We watched Battle of Gods. Then we watched episodes 15, 16, 17, 18 of Super, which are the filler. And then we watched the Resurrection F movie.
And we also, in between those episodes and Resurrection F, we read Jaco the Galactic Patrolman.
Yes, which was a manga that came out. When did it come out? I didn't pull up that wiki.
I also didn't pull up that wiki. The one I didn't.
2013.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't think looking at the wiki, I don't think they mentioned the money in Son Goku.
They do.
They do?
It's one line, but they do.
Okay. I thought that was... I'm probably getting it reversed. I remember him getting the money, and I remember Chi-Chi being like, oh my god, we're gonna get all this stuff. And then, like, the next thing we watch, he's like, what do you mean that money? It's gone.
Yes.
Like, it's in savings. We spent everything and put the rest in savings or whatever.
I think in Son Goku, she's like, the money's gone, so you have to farm.
Okay. I swear I remember. Okay, whatever. It's neither here nor there. The point is, this shit was delightful.
Yes,
it's what I fucking needed
this
right now.
This is the thing. The slice of life comedy of this material, it's everything I want.
Dude, even just the vibe, like the pacing of the vibe. Like I spent 2 minutes with this shit, and I'm like, I'm fucking back. Like this is what I wanted.
Yeah, it just has that like Toriyama feel in a way that like Z didn't.
You know what's fucking cool? You know what I really like?
What?
Just a villain that's not even really a villain, and like they just eat. Like they're just like, oh shit, pizza. We'll keep the Earth around. Like that
Beerus
shit's great.
is fucking tremendous. What a
Like
tremendous character. What
I
if
was
we
getting
had a powerful kitty cat who just wanted to eat food and was stronger than Goku?
yeah, man. So I really am glad. I mean, I was expecting for our first big villain, I was expecting like the same bullshit, right? Just a dude who's out to destroy stuff.
Yeah.
He awoken
We got him.
all the
He's
other all
avocado.
the um I was just expecting like the same shit, like just to be a villain and Goku gets stronger, and then they like flip it, right? And we find out like, oh shit, Beerus was only using like 70% of his power or whatever,
Yeah.
and they like turn it like then eventually, obviously they turn it into like the training stuff, and I'm like, it's such a nice little deviation, and then when we get back to Frieza and his bullshit, which was great, um it was good to like kind of get back to that a little, right? Like, oh, we just have the dude who fucking hates Goku and also wants to rule the universe,
What?
but needs
Ruling the universe
eventually.
is very secondary to Frieza in that movie.
It's
He really
super,
wants to
yeah.
kill Goku
Well,
and
yeah,
make
but
Goku
like
suffer.
he mentions it's a first step
Yeah.
because everyone's like, why are we like we could just ignore the Saiyans, and he's like, what the fuck? How are we supposed to have an empire if we're scared of two dudes?
He also wants to destroy Earth's hell. He doesn't want Earth's hell to
Yeah,
exist anymore.
dude, him in that little fucking bagworm
Yeah.
thing, and he's like, all the teddy bears are singing.
Yeah.
He's just raging. Oh, that's
That's how
so
you can tell.
good.
That's Toriyama's conception of what hell is like, as opposed to the Z anime where it's just all the bad guys standing around watching TV.
Yeah, man. The the first two episodes of Super just like fucking incredible.
No, the first two episodes of Super, like I watched those when they came out. I was over the moon happy.
Dude, Vegeta going on a little vacay.
The
And he gets
payoff of Vegeta promising Trunks to take him to an amusement park.
dude, it's so good.
Fucking Trunks and Bulma and Vegeta on that little train. Oh,
The part that really like sent me to the next level was when they get the octopus and Vegeta says, "I will eat your race." Like I was there. Oh my god. It's just so fucking good. Like they're letting everybody like be fun. It's just so fucking fun. Like Mr. Satan being like a combination of still like just being super fucking arrogant and being like the best, but also simultaneously feeling bad because everyone else did anything and he
yeah.
didn't like he didn't save the world.
Yes, and they don't
Fucking
care.
beautiful.
Nobody else really cares except Vidal's like embarrassed.
Oh, dude, Vidal was so good.
Yeah,
Everybody was fun.
I don't love her like look in Super.
Oh, I think it's fine.
I don't know. I don't love it.
Maybe not as maybe not
And I
as good,
like
but, like,
I don't love the way like that she's been softened out of being a fighter or whatever.
yeah, that's yeah. But I mean, like, Gohan's also been
But like they didn't, they don't make her annoying like Chi-Chi.
so. Chi-Chi was like laying it on so fucking thick, but I did when it like turns around, right? When Goku is finally just like, nope, I'm doing this, and he's off, and Chi-Chi's like, yeah, well, that's Goku for you, and she just like
Yes.
flips around.
That was perfect. That was actually good. You're right.
I like, yeah. I mean, it's and when Goku is like, yeah, like Chi-Chi is whatever, but like no one understands me better than she does. I don't know. I needed that line.
Yes.
Like they aren't miserable. Like
Uh-huh.
it's just their dynamic.
Yes.
But like beneath that, like it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That was nice. But yeah, she was like so fucking pissed.
Yeah, and like we've
Yeah.
got, Goku. This is the most we've seen Goku like actually like following what she says. Like he's a farming for like months.
Yeah. I mean, also we got like, dude, if you replace training with like any mild drug, it becomes super problematic.
Oh yeah.
He's like, just a little bit of training, please. Like, no, come on. He's like fiending for it. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my, when they're
Just
like
the way that they're talking about it.
when Chi Chi is like locked herself in the room with Pan and she's having the conversation with Bulma and Videl, and then Bulma mentions that Vegeta's been training with Whis and Goku bursts through the fucking wall.
Dude.
What?
So good. Oh my god. I was losing my mind. Uh, so that around that scene, can we talk about how fucking adorable it is? Like Gohan and Mr. Satan playing with Pan.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Like the little super grandpa, like whatever shit. And I forget who it is. Is it Videl? She's like, they play this game every day.
Yes. He's just like, I don't know how they don't get tired of this.
Dude, I would never get tired of it. It's so good.
It's so good. Like throwing Pan up into the air. She's loving it.
Man. And Chi loses her fucking mind. And like, she's like, it's saying. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh man. God. Also, Chi, Bulma, and Videl, like talking about. I forget who was doing the talking, but I just remember the other two like nodding. I think because it's Bulma and Chi like asking Videl like, oh, what do you want Pan to be like? What are you gonna force her into?
Yeah.
And Videl's like, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking like I could expose her to a lot of things, and then she could like become a person.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like a fucking rational human.
Yeah, and they're just like nodding, like, oh yeah, okay, sure.
Wow.
That's stupid, but fine.
It's like, I don't know, that feels like generationally correct. Like having one generation that's like, my kid's gotta grow up to be a doctor, and then the kid grows up to be a doctor, and then lets his kid be whatever they want.
Yeah.
Forcing them to do something kind of sucks.
Dude, Pilaf gang, top tier.
Child's Pilaf gang accidentally turned themselves into children off screen.
That was incredible. I was like, are they doing like a new chibi thing? And they all like started talking. I'm like, okay, like they're little, and then they're like, you accidentally like you wished us to be young or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, it's like a reference to what happens in GT, which is the start of that is old Pilaf wishing to make wishing Goku were younger. And that's what creates Kid Goku. So instead, for Super, he had them make themselves younger.
Yeah, no, that shit's great. Fucking Mai and Trunks are an item.
Yeah, that's gonna continue to be fucking weird.
I mean, I was thinking about that, obviously. I don't think it's a like, what do you do? Because I was thinking there is a real life case of a woman. She's like, at the time that the article came out, or the news segment or whatever, she was 28. She has some rare genetic disorder or whatever, and she has like the body of a 10-year-old. So she has the brain of a 28-year-old and the body of a child. That makes dating impossible. So like the people who are physically attracted to you need to burn in hell, and the people who are attracted to your brain are gonna be like, I don't know if I can do this. So like, what the fuck do you do? I don't know. I guess the other answer is just, in Mai's case, like, don't date until your body matches your brain again. But whatever. Her being embarrassed to hold hands, her being like, what the fuck is coming to the hold hands? I just met you.
Trunks has to do what he said he told Goten he did, which is hold her hand when his parents aren't looking.
Dude, the dub delivery was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my main squeeze. Goten is like, awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. So cool.
Goten
That
just here
Trunks
to
comes
be
over.
impressed with every lie Trunks tells. Just
I
eat it
mean,
up.
that shit's great though. Like such a accurate like kid dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Them getting the eau de toilette.
Oh my
The
god, yeah,
toilet
they like
water.
toilet water. I love how Videl like figures it out.
She's like, yeah. Oh, this is just ordinary water. Well, gotta keep up the lie.
But even when they're like, it's toilet water, and Gohan is like, what now? And
What?
Videl's like, oh, you
Yeah.
mean this?
Uh-huh.
She figures it out immediately.
Yes. They fight that
Gohan shows
snake.
up to the big fight in the fucking tracksuit.
Yes, he couldn't find his
Can't
gi.
find it. Yeah, dude. Oh,
Wearing
it's
his
so good.
glasses. He's not in
Krillin
shape, fighting
goes,
shape.
Cop Krillin goes bald.
Yep. I like
Him
Krillin's
flying
tacos
away.
shirt.
His what?
His tacos shirt. His shirt that just says
Oh yeah,
tacos. But I don't love
yeah,
Cop
man.
Krillin.
I
Not my
mean,
favorite bit.
why? You
It's
can
not my
be
favorite
like
bit.
you can be a good cop
No.
because he goes out and he just catches the bad
He-
guys because he's a good
Yeah,
person.
but he's just being a jerk to giving Bulma a ticket. It's just dumb. I just don't like it. Aesthetically, I also
Whatever.
don't like it. I don't think it looks as cool.
It doesn't look as cool, no. That's correct. I would give Bulma a ticket. She's like one of the richest people on earth. I'd fucking ticket her. What are you talking about?
She is the richest
Um,
person on earth. That's true.
him going bald and then flying away and Android 18 is like he's so cool. That
Yes.
was fucking
See, that I
good.
love.
It made me happy. Just like he's so cool.
She just loves him.
Yeah, man. Like it's fucking dope. Low key, very healthy relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good shit. And immediately, I guess maybe not like super immediately, but first round of super content and like the gang is doing stuff. That was neat. Like, wow, these people that I care about get to actually have a role instead of just like dying before Goku gets there.
Uh-huh.
Like it was still the usual like, oh, we're biding time waiting for him, but they actually got to like do their shit,
Yeah.
beat the hell out of people.
Honestly, what I love is fucking the way Vegeta is like has to try and hold off Beerus by making a fool of himself and singing the bingo song.
Holy shit, the bingo, him doing the kick?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I was losing my mind. I was actually laughing. Like I was
It's so
it's fucking incredible.
like because it's like Vegeta had his like full character arc. It's like, what do you do next with Vegeta? And like they found such a good idea with that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, man. Dude, just watching him be like it's good just having him be scared of someone
Yeah.
is just such a good concept for his character.
Hmm.
It's like he doesn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh man. And fucking Shenron. When, when he shows up, he's like, I'm hearing a lot of talking and not a lot of wishing. And then fucking Beerus is there. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, here, I'll explain. Like, he's fucking scared. Oh, it's so good. It's just so fucking good.
It's just so funny. I fucking love Boo taking all the pudding cups and refusing to give up any of them. That's like my
No,
favorite
dude.
moment. It's so good.
mean,
All
that,
pudding
and then
cups are
when-
Boo's. La 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 la. Licks all of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, dude, when they're just asking for even one and he just licks all of the pudding.
Yeah. Beerus is like, I'll understand if you can't spare two, so I'll just take mine.
God, Uh, I'm
You
having a
and Beerus like talking about how like pudding is like you just know what pudding is, but I have no idea.
yeah. You've
Pudding
already
is the
tasted.
thing that is just out of my grasp that I'll never be able to have or whatever. It's like,
Dude, like their focus on food is so fucking good.
it's so the
Like,
correct thing for a
like,
Dragon
and,
Ball characters.
and I just like the fact that our intro to them is like tasting other food from another planet, and it's like it's only half good, so I'll only destroy half the planet.
Hmm.
And like clearly, this is their metric, right? Just like the unspoken fact that we are shown, which I love, right? I like being shown things when it's fun.
Hmm.
Uh, that the food on Earth is just so fucking good. Like
Yeah.
instant ramen is just apparently one of the better foods in the universe. Like that's incredible. That's just such
It's
good shit.
Bulma's secret she was hiding. She eats it like
Fucking
every day.
Vegeta presenting that. It's
Vegeta
so
trying to
good.
crack
She
an
can't
egg.
go without a week.
Vegeta
Yeah,
trying to
him fucking trying to cook.
just crack one egg.
Impossible challenge.
He's just
Saiyans
covered in
can't.
eggs. One of the eggs hatches into a chick.
Dude, yeah, it's just a living creature. It's so good. Yeah, no, that whole dynamic is just fucking incredible. Also, we got the thing because you had mentioned it at some point, and like after seeing Z, like it makes sense that we would fucking get there eventually, or at least it would be mentioned. I don't know if we get there fully, but the fact that like, oh, there's multiple universes, like this is
Mhm.
universe 7.
Yeah. The multiverse is the idea is now been revealed. God, I love how he
Yeah,
reveals that to Goku. And Goku just like starts laughing and then passes out. He's
yeah.
just like, "Oh, that's amazing. Also, I'm fucking done." God.
Because Beerus says something to the effect of like, there are people in the other universes that like make me look weak or something, right? He says
They're
something. He
warriors
implies.
stronger than us.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
stronger than us. But yeah, it's like that's because that's the other thing Battle of Gods is doing is like now we've introduced a whole new ladder for Goku to climb.
Well,
Because like by the well, but because like by the end of Z, Goku like just like the story kind of ends because Goku doesn't have anyone fucking stronger than him, like in the world.
yeah,
So like just saying, yeah, there's this whole other world of people who are stronger than Goku for now that he's gonna have to climb over and become more powerful than. Like it just makes the prospect of making more Dragon Ball that much easier. Like it's a great
well,
foundation.
yeah, no, and it's nice to have that because I mean it almost feels like they had to do like they had to repeat themselves in order to lay that groundwork. Like, oh, a, another entity has awoken that we just never
Uh-huh.
talked about.
Yeah, there's
And we just
another.
cannot
There's
wait.
look. There's always a bigger god. Said it before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like now that we have having like groundwork, even just having a mention
Mm-hmm.
more so like in advance, it just makes it feel so much better and feel it's because it's not just oh surprise.
Yeah,
It's like no, I mentioned this before, dude.
and we
So
like
that's nice.
we introduced the Destroyer Guard to fight Goku, who's like much stronger than Goku. Oh, and also his other guy with him is even stronger than him. He wasn't even fighting. Like the
Yeah,
reveal
dude.
of Whis is like even more powerful than Beerus.
He's just so fucking good.
Yes,
I love that dude.
it's a great character.
We did we saw them briefly. This is one of the things I wanted to I forget if it was in like the episodes. Um we see like the off-brand Beerus and Whis.
Uh huh.
It's like the
Yeah,
same the two same species. Where was that? Was that in a
That's
movie or was that in
that's in the
episode?
episodes.
Okay.
So the next arc of Super is about them.
dealing with that.
They
Okay.
get in. They're the big part of the next arc.
Okay. Okay. I see. End of episode 18.
Yeah,
Right. They
that's set
destroyed
up
a
for
planet
the
in search of something. Okay. I
yeah
remember that.
yeah
They're like looking at the explosion.
that's set up for the arc of Super that's after Rev.
Okay.
Teasing.
Yeah. I mean, just it.
They're
I
also like
think
in
it.
the opening, so
Okay. Okay. I mean, as if I remember the opening yet. Yeah. I mean, because we've gone through like the movies and shit,
yeah.
which like it all flows together pretty seamlessly. Like I don't.
Yeah,
Maybe I noticed like a bump in animation and stuff for like the films.
yeah, and there are a
Maybe.
few scenes where we're getting the same dialogue again.
Yeah. But
Um,
like it all
but mostly
flows.
they cut it off pretty cleanly with the filler episodes and then the episodes adapting the movies.
Yeah. No, so that's been nice, but it's just like it's kind of weird in my head to keep track of.
Sure.
And there's like a surprise, like even the films. I think because we've only watched like some of the Z films and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and the one, did we watch one OG Dragon Ball film
No.
or like one with those characters? I don't know. Anyway, it, they didn't have as much time for fun. It felt like for the most part, and like these just they kept a lot of the like it wasn't just on the fights and stuff. We got a lot of characters doing fun stuff as well.
Yeah, it's partly these. Uh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean these movies just have more, like, the the only way I easily explain it is like Toriyama was more involved in the writing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's
And like he cares about the gags, so the gags get more
yeah, dude.
attention. Because like the way I understand it from like the way Toriyama is involved with Dragon Ball now is like he'll write an outline of like what the story is, and then they'll kind of fill in the gaps afterwards. But he'll like
Mhm.
also like write in full scenes of jokes that he just thinks are funny or whatever.
I
Um,
mean, that sounds like the way to
but
fucking
then
do it.
there's like, details about fights that he's just not gonna fucking bother with.
Yeah.
And like because if you compare the Super anime to the Super manga, which are kind of working off the same notes from Toriyama,
Hmm.
there are like a lot of differences, and then you'll just see like this same joke or whatever.
That's pretty
But
good.
like pacing of fights and stuff will be different, and you could kind of figure out like the canon version of Dragon Ball that they're working from is just this outline that they're both working off of.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh, that's
funny.
interesting.
Yeah. And only like, and I think, and like to me the reason to like keep in mind the canon thing of what Toriyama writes is because that's going to affect like stuff that can come back, and why things will be completely changed. Like why Earth's hell is in in Battle of Gods, like Frieza hanging from a tree filled or surrounded by cute things instead of just hanging out watching TV. It's because that the anime just made that up instead of
Yeah,
Toriyama's
yeah.
conception of hell or whatever.
Yeah, no, that I mean that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so fucking good.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
So on Goku, we get avocado. We get Vegeta's secret brother.
Yeah, his fucking brother, who is apparently
Vegeta's
like
brother Tarble. Because
he's
vegetable.
basic. He's basic as hell.
Yes.
I
And he's
so
got
one of the things,
his cute little wife.
dude, his fucking wife. I mean, I didn't spend too much time because I was watching the show,
Uh-huh.
but there somewhere in there, there's like a that's not blank, that's my wife. Like, just that was such a good reveal though. Um, no, I was really happy because like coming back to Dragon Ball, like one of the first things we get is Vegeta's brother being like in fucking awe at how strong everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get like that battle, and they're like, let the kids take care of it. It's fine.
Just
It's
they're
so
just as
good.
strong as
Like,
Frieza. Not much of an enemy.
yeah, no, he's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like, oh, just as strong as Frieza. It's fucking boring.
Uh, Speaking of Frieza, I if we're gonna bring someone back, right? If we're bringing back an old fucking enemy, which I'm not the hugest fan of, I
Mm-hmm.
suppose, because of how just we all know how I feel about introducing new characters, but because of how the power scale works in Dragon Ball, where it's like, oh, you beat this person, you will always be able to beat this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
If X beats Y, and or if Y beats X and Z beats Y, Z will always be able to beat X, something like that. So bringing back characters, like they power up from stuff, yeah. But the fact that it's Frieza, we get him being like, "Yeah, I've never trained before."
Never
Like he
trained
just,
before a day in my life. Never had to.
and
Never had
then
a reason to.
yeah, and then like so that's why he's so fucking strong. Like that's a pretty good reason. That's like dumb enough for me to be like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
if it was some bullshit with like, ooh, our resurrection vat enhanced his natural, like, fuck off.
I love
I'm
that
not here
like
to
they don't
watch
shortcut
people.
over the like if your body's destroyed, that's a separate wish or whatever. They just wish him to be brought back to life, and he's just there in chunks.
Just yeah, just these, like goopy chunks.
They almost leave behind one of his eyes.
Yeah, dude, fucking what's the dog dude's name again?
Shu,
The Pilaf?
because it's Shu Mai.
Chew. Right, right. Um, him barge in and be like, "We wish for a million zeni."
Oh, that's so
Like
good. This is
it's
this like
fucking
small
good.
stack of money. And they wrote,
The
he's like,
little, yeah,
"Why did you wish
the
for more?"
tiny,
Ah, it's too much trouble.
the
Your
tiny
kids get
stack is like
problems.
balls. Yeah, yeah.
Your kids
If you're too
become.
rich, your kids grow up to be jerks. Like, I actually love that how when they're taught. I think they even mention it when they're like trying to steal the Dragon Balls from Bulma's place.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we don't want to be too rich now because like, oof, that's a lot. The paperwork, like, it's too much. Like,
Yeah.
that's such a good fucking bit. Also, like them running into Goten, they're like that hair. No, no.
Oh, it's so
God,
good.
it's just so fun. The whole thing is just fucking fun.
Yes.
I
Like
was having a
that
good
the
time.
like the end goal of everything feels like fun, even though like realistically we're here to sell trading cards or whatever for like new forms. But
Yeah,
we're
I feel a lot
making
better.
a new thing that's fun.
I feel a lot better about like, because I had seen in various things like the like red hair and blue haired Goku.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in a void, I think seeing that is like kind of, obviously I could suss out that it's just a new transformation.
Yeah.
But in a void, I'm like, it keeps going. But that's because I was just imagining like a Z goes on, like we get another Planet Namek arc.
Oh, don't
And
worry.
there's a transformation at the end of it or whatever.
Sure.
But no, I assume at some point, like it's not just gonna be like magical the entire time. But
Yeah, I
because
don't
you said
love
there's
that
some.
we literally never see Goku and Vegeta learn blue.
Oh, like how they. Okay.
Yeah, like the
Because
first like
well,
how they did it, like just never. Even when they give it they have the anime where they have all these extra episodes. You still don't they still don't take any time to show you how they actually learned it. They still like reveal it the same way. which I think is
Yeah,
ridiculous. Like to me, like
I
if you're gonna adapt that movie into a television show, fucking show it. Like then at
so
least, God.
I think
Particularly for like Vegeta, it's such a leap for how strong Vegeta was before that
so
movie to how strong he is in that movie.
so red hair Goku is only when like he was the I don't know. I
Red
guess
hair
that's
Goku
more
is
power.
Super Saiyan God, and
But
blue
they said
haired
that was
is
blue hair.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Was the official marketing
Uh,
term, which is why they never say it in the dub.
that makes
They just call
sense.
it blue
Um,
because like all the like merch was labeled for it was got labeled Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan because it's the Super Saiyan version of Super Saiyan God.
okay, so it's technically strong. So blue is stronger than red.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. I thought
They
based on
basically just never use red again.
that
Um
makes sense.
in
But I
Super.
thought
In the
so
manga, you get like Vegeta using red like once, and in the Broly movie, you get Vegeta and Goku using red. But until then, they just for Super they just never used red. Red just doesn't happen.
hmm. I mean, so from my what the audience sees, what me being the audience
Yeah.
in this case, from what we watched,
Hmm.
logically it made sense that red was more powerful because like we got the thing where he does the Super Saiyan God where fucking unborn Pan contributes. That was fucking
Yeah.
great. Um, so I'm like, okay, like this is the a clear new peak. That makes sense. Um, and then he's fighting, and then we get the bit about him like, which kind of to me made sense. I didn't really feel the need to see Goku like unlock more power because we get this thing about him like, oh, like you've working in this form, you've figured it out a bit, right?
Yeah.
Like how to unlock that power for yourself.
Hmm.
But based on that, I guess kind of I suppose assuming that the power he unlocked for himself wasn't quite at that peak. But it also, based on the show, it also makes sense that if you see a new thing, it's more powerful than the old thing.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
I guess there's that.
Yeah.
But
We're
yeah,
here
no,
to
it's
sell more
never.
new figures, Ben.
It wasn't super clear.
Yeah. In
I don't know.
Japanese, they'll say Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, but in the dub, they eschewed that mouthful.
Yeah. No, Vegeta going Super Saiyan. Sorry, I have seen the acronym online. Now I know what SSGSS means.
Yeah. You
Um,
can just say Super
him
Saiyan Blue.
going that
That's like the
was
official dub term.
um that didn't make sense. Like he just unlocked it through working with Whis, I
Yeah.
guess. I
And
don't
I
know.
mean, like the implication is by the time Goku gets there, Vegeta's basically caught up to him, or
Yeah.
is slightly ahead of him even.
Speaking of fucking catching up to Goku, can we talk about biggest balls in Dragon Ball? Krillin? Goku, I want you to punch me. It's gonna hurt.
He needs to
It's
know,
really
dude.
gonna hurt. Goku fucking being like yelling at him how much it's gonna hurt, and then he fucking punches him and he goes like across half the continent. And then
Yeah.
he's just like beat to shit. And
Yes.
Android 18 is like, are you stupid?
The answer is yes.
God, that was so good. For a second, for a split second, I thought we were going to get some Krillin training to get him a little juiced. But
No
that
such
was, I
luck.
mean, I'm glad we got that bit because, like, is what the audience has probably been thinking, right? Like,
Yeah.
you guys used to be, you know, you trained together, and like there was a point where it wasn't that much of a disparity between you two in
Wasn't that
power.
much about a power disparity, yeah. There was never
And
Goku was basically always way ahead, but yeah.
But like, Krillin was still fucking useful.
Yeah.
Well, also it's partially because of the tournament structure, right?
Yeah.
We get to see Krillin doing well also.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I don't know, I like that bit, and also just like the execution of the punch was fucking great.
Yeah. Well, that's why I mean I like the part in Resurrection F where you just get to see all the heroes fighting the Frieza soldiers, just to like get to see all our guys doing a thing. It's been so long.
Um,
Fucking Master Roshi is out here getting buff.
dude, shredded Roshi is so good. Also, big ol' F for Yamcha, not powerful enough to join.
Nope.
Um, can we talk about like the gross underestimation of how many soldiers Frieza had? They said 1,000, and then they started fucking pouring out of that ship like gnats. Like there was so many.
That might have been 1,000.
Terrible at counting. We haven't mentioned yet, but how about that Jaco?
How about that Jaco?
That it was a fun little manga, and then his stuff. I can't imagine watching this without knowing. Do they like elaborate more in the episodes? Like if you watch the episodes instead of the film? Do you know?
I haven't like sat through all the Resurrection F episodes. I'm not sure. I don't think they elaborate that much more though.
Okay.
The one
So,
thing
like,
the one thing I
comes
know
out of fucking nowhere.
Yes, true. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I'd read Jaco before I saw Res F, so because I was
Me
reading
too.
Jaco when it came out.
Hmm.
And I hadn't actually watched Battle of Gods, but I saw Res F in a theater when it came out.
Okay.
And I watched Battle of Gods afterwards.
Bulma has that sister.
Yeah. God, Kid
It's
Bulma at the end, so good.
little dude,
With her fucking ray gun.
The ray gun. Yeah, it's a ray gun. He might have been a bad alien. And he's like, I forget what he says, but it's like oh yeah, that's cute, blah, 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 and then she fucking fires it. He's like, do you want to join the Galactic Patrol?
I'll think about it.
So good.
Yeah, I just remember being stoked for Jago because this is a world where there isn't any new Dragon Ball stuff, and like Akira Toriyama's fucking doing something, and it might be Dragon Ball related.
Yeah, man.
Gotta see this.
We got that Goku origin.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball Minus. We also read because it's in the back of the Jaco book.
Yeah, at the back. Yeah, no, that just like straight Superman.
Yes, Goku is just Superman. That's the first. Also, so this is like Toriyama doing his version of the Bardock story because the Bardock movie is like the other anime stuff where they didn't really involve Toriyama that much. Which is why it's like pretty different. Like it's a much dark, like grimmer story where Bardock's just a dick and then he dies, basically. Like Goku is just being sent to Earth to conquer it. There's no other complication there.
Yeah.
It's just like, and Gine, Goku's mom, it was invented for Dragon Ball Minus. Like that's the first time we've seen Goku's mom.
Dude, I saw her and I was like, I kind of want just like a thing about Goku's mom. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's the hair. Like seeing the spiky, like the Saiyan hair on her, I'm like, she looks like what a good design. Mm-hmm. Just like show her kicking ass or something.
True. Nope. All she gets to do is worry about her son.
And
send him off.
Like that fucking line in there, like you've always been more nurturing. I'm like,
uh-huh. Dragon Ball, not Very progressive about gender roles.
Yeah. It could be fucking worse.
It could be worse, yeah. But it could be better.
It could be better. It could be better. Dude, fucking just Roshi immediately.
Yes.
Fucking
My favorite
that guy.
Roshi gag is when he pulls his fucking radish and it's like shaped like a sexy lady. And he's got a nosebleed.
Kirby.
That was a good bit.
That was pretty solid.
Him saying
That was
hello
a-
to Chi-Chi's boobs, I was less thrilled.
Hello,
about.
you're both looking well. I'm like, oh. I forget what the hell happens. I just remember that like there's an explosion or something's going down, and there's like a group of women, and he's like poking at them while doing
Yeah,
something.
he's like he knocks away debris that's gonna fall on them, and then he pokes them with his staff.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we've seen more cursed Roshi.
Oh yeah.
God, it's still like I don't know. It
Yeah, it's just
adds
a
something.
joke that it's like we could not do that joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels and like particularly with the modern material, like it just feels so legacy. It's like no, this is what Roshi is. We do the bad Roshi joke.
Yeah. Or like, even if
'Cause
it
he's
was
like-
just not doing it characters, like that would be kind of like the aerobics thing is whatever. The bit with Elder Supreme Kai, where he's like, oh,
But he's actually
fucking-
watching a fucking like
he's
beetle
watching-
fight. that was
beetle
that
fight.
was good.
that was
That was a great way to subvert because that's subverting
yeah.
the bad joke with something funny. So that's good.
Yeah, that was great.
The Roshi stuff is just it's the same old bit,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just not that funny.
Yeah.
Could do other things.
I don't know. I feel like even keeping like that same trait, I guess, like there's better ways you could do it that aren't quite as bad. Like
Yeah.
the
Thing I will
the
say
turnip
is
thing
they
funny.
in Super they try to deal with it at a certain point, and that's somehow worse. So
Yeah.
that ends
Yeah.
up somehow being worse. So look forward to that.
No, the turnip thing was great though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a solid.
Yeah.
I like he can be a
He can be
Curvy old
like
man.
horny, and it doesn't have to be fucking him harassing fucking at people.
yeah. Like go on, get horny for the vegetable. That's that's fine. Oh. Oolong really botched that rock paper scissors game.
He fucked it up, dude.
They had one job.
I mean,
Oh,
they all
that's
fucked it
right.
up because they were just the reason they lost is they were like talking about their plan, and Beerus just fucking heard them.
Yeah.
It was- I love it's not even like, oh, they lost the luck of the draw that they thought was guaranteed. It's like I fucking heard you. I have large ears.
It's so good. Just like such a
I've-
strong thing.
Yeah, I love Bulma. Like what they do with Bulma in this, of like her, like purposefully cozying up to Whis and Beerus to keep the Earth safe.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And Vegeta's like shitting on it. Man. Yeah, just taking Whis to all the dude, him just like getting to gush over food is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like going full review on it.
Yes,
Full foodie.
full Food Wars.
Ugh. No. We just talked about how the sexism could be a little better. You want to go back to peanut butter tentacles? Get the fuck out of here. Don't even start with me. The opposite of a fun intro. Unbelievable. No, this is like I'm fully back. I'm loving it. I I did have to stop myself. Like I watched when we the chunk of episodes 15 through 18.
Yeah.
I I could have kept going. I know we had the movie and it would have just gotten into the movie shit, but like
Yeah, it would literally be the
Plex,
plot of the movie. The
Plex was loaded up, man.
the
I
one
was
thing they
ready.
do in the TV show that's different that I do think is interesting, or it's something. It was like a cool idea when you have extra time. Is that henchman Taguma? Is that his name?
Oh, I forget the shorty who was taken over for. Oh,
No,
the dude who gets
the
sent out the
skinny
window.
guy that gets thrown, like Frieza launches him out the window.
Yeah, yeah.
That dude doesn't.
Good.
Yeah, like Frieza uses him to train against. So he doesn't
Oh,
get killed. And then when they're on Earth, Ginyu Frog shows up and swaps bodies with him. And then Captain Ginyu
shit.
is in that body.
Oh, that's pretty
They
good.
bring back Ginyu for a bit. It's like the one thing that the Super Anime does
bit.
that I think is cool.
Fucking
But yeah, I never watched full through the Res F stuff because I've heard like it just looks really ugly. Like the animation's bad, and watching the Battle of Gods arc was fucking exhausting. Like the way they drag out Goku and Beerus's fight to like fill out episodes, it got so boring. Because it's just like this fight just going on in the way that like Goku Frieza went on in Z.
Yeah.
Like it has that feeling to it. It's not what I want.
No. Like the fighting is fine, but I'm here for the bits, you know?
Yes. Yes. Battle of Gods does also just look better than Res F because Res F has some like really ugly CG bits.
I didn't think they were that ugly.
If you look
I
at
don't know.
look at them closely, there are a couple bits that are like really bad.
Yeah, meh.
Sure.
The fun, like, is, you know, the fun is overriding everything else. It could look like shit, but as long as they're still getting the bits and the fun stuff.
I mean, I think the first half of Res F is fucking tremendous, and I think the second half is kind of whatever. I think Res F is the worst of the modern Dragon Ball movies. They've made 4 of them, so.
Oh, interesting.
I think the 2 that come after Super are both way better than Res F. So.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, Battle of Gods is way up there too. IMO, that movie's great.
That movie was so fucking good.
It is very funny to be like that. It's like that movie's like about Goku getting this new power up, but the part they clearly put the most effort into animating is after that power up wears out and he's back in Super Saiyan. That's when that movie looks the fucking best, and that's when the fucking song hits.
So I think I ended up well, I guess I could check. I think the version that came in that I grabbed is like the special version or whatever.
Yeah, the director's cut. Not the that's correct.
Okay.
There was the theatrical version has some less stuff.
I mean, 20 minutes less.
Yeah. I don't know because I didn't see it in the theater, so I don't really know that version. Because the stuff that they cut was good, so it's based like nobody watches the theatrical version anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense. That shit flew by. 105 minutes for the director's cut.
Yeah,
flew by.
Yep.
And the music, like, yeah, man, that music, the song that hits for the Maximum the Hormone song.
Mm. Oh,
Like,
when Frieza's
holy,
resurrected.
yeah, like just the music through everything was fucking good. But that with that one, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
whoa, this is completely out of left
With
field.
and then the fact, like reading about it, it's like, oh yeah, Toriyama knew Maximum Hormone. That's why he named the movie Res F, was because of that song that they made like 5 years
That's so
ago.
good. That's that's just an incredible fact. Man, I wonder if there's like a non-zero chance I'd listen to that song like multiple times because I liked that Death Note intro.
Uh-huh.
Like in a void, I thought it didn't fit with the show, but like I liked it in a void, so I like downloaded the band's shit
Uh-huh.
at some point. So I might have heard it. That might have been my first connection.
That's
Though it was, you
hilarious.
know, out of order.
That's truly hilarious.
But yeah, no, even like while watching, I was like, this sounds like fucking those guys. And then you linked it, I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah, yeah.
good times. Oh, this man, just what good shit. This is so fun. It's so much fun.
Yes.
And now it's going to be even more fun because I renamed my episode numbers instead of being cut into shit seasons that aren't even in line with the wiki.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah, this was it's good shit. And this is our last, although this one we got to do a Kai version of the new material, and furthering into Super, we will get into some oh god TV pacing.
Yeah. No. But
The last arc in particular of Super, it's like running in real time, and at the end of every episode they tell you how much real time has passed, which will be somewhere between 5 and 1 minute of time.
I mean, yeah, like looking at the
For
last,
like a 55 episode arc or whatever.
I was gonna say I'm looking at the episode list.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just for each arc. The last one is 55, and I'm
And
like,
it's just
oh,
one fight, like, for all that. Like, it's like a
Jesus.
battle royale for that whole time.
I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe it really connects with me, and it's super cool for me. That would be neat.
It has
Happens.
extremely hype moments, but it's too fucking long.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure.
Like, I think the end is
didn't-
actually kind of worth it, but yeah.
we didn't mention, but getting the bit with we saying like, yeah, Vegeta, the reason why you're not effective is because your entire body is tense, like max tense at all times.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You got to be a little more chill. Like fucking ease up.
Uh-huh.
Dude, your shoulders are just knotted. And then like Goku, like take anything seriously once. It would help. Like focus instead of just being like, yeah, I'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
And then
I just think back to Goku giving the thumbs up to all his friends right before Piccolo shot him through the shoulder with a laser.
yeah,
Because he just assumed he had won.
yeah. Well, and then I mean later getting the bit with Frieza where like he's like, oh, maybe I'm too lenient. He fucking disintegrated.
Uh-huh. Or the part in Z where he gets Radix by the tail twice and then lets him go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't fully blame him for being that way because like it worked out with Vegeta It worked out with Piccolo, you know?
Didn't work out with
Working to get
Radix.
no. No. But like, if something works sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he should be at the point where he's like,
Maybe it'll work out with
maybe
Frieza. You don't know.
I kind of wanted it to work out with Frieza a little bit. It came around because like by the end of the Frieza arc in Z, I was like, kill him. Don't. I don't want to see this fucker ever again.
No.
And then like
Yeah.
we at the end of the movie, I'm like, him being a rival could be fun. Like he's an asshole in a different way. I could live with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's Goku needed to grow. He needed to figure that out. And then afterwards, when Whis like does his temporal thing, and Goku nukes Frieza, and Vegeta's all pissed, and Goku's like, "Wait, no, I can explain." And Vegeta interrupts him. He's like, "No, there's no explanation." Blah 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 blah. And then I forget, like Bulma says something like, "No, he saved the world," and blah blah blah, something something. And Vegeta's like, "What? Tell me now. I want answers." Like that immediate 180. So good. God, Vegeta is just so good.
Yeah. I love that they found a way to make Vegeta like a good guy but still grumpy.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Like they found that balance way better than they have with any other heel turned villain.
Yeah.
Like I love Piccolo, but it's a different thing.
I mean, yeah, I like how I do agree with what you said about Piccolo back in whatever episode. Like, he's a hype man. Anytime I picture Piccolo now, I just picture it's like there's like a moment of him, like there's shit going on in the background and it's him in the foreground, but like with his back to the camera and his hands are fucking out and he has like a wide stance. Like that's what I picture now. Him just in shock.
Oh,
Him rocking the cradle was pretty good.
Oh God.
Just sitting there looking fucking angry and he's just rocking it with his foot calmly. Like that was a good scene.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. Like I'm excited to push forward. Maybe it's partially because we took a little break, but this is also just incredibly good.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it's also fun to be in like the era of Dragon Ball material that has like that's like nostalgic. It has like reverence for OG Dragon Ball with like the outros and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like seeing Goku's history kind of thing. Just like, yeah, that shit was good. It's so like, good. Yes, I too liked that. Like I don't know. I enjoy Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball as a legacy property at this point. Like, just like yeah. I just want to see these characters having further stuff happen and hanging out. Just give me that.
I mean, that's what it's about. It's about hanging out.
Yeah.
That's the
or
show.
It's about making promotional anime to sell trading cards.
Nah, it's about hanging out.
Okay. You're saying you're not all in on Dragon Ball Super Heroes, the promotional anime where the episodes are like 5 minutes long and it's just about showing new forms of characters?
I mean, I'd have to play the card game to see. Odds are, not a fan. Not saying that I wouldn't be, because I don't know.
It's not.
Maybe I need to try it.
From what I've watched, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not what I want.
Yeah. I mean, without having played it, just I've been kind of fiending to play the fusion game. And now I'm like, man, because that was that predates Super, right? Does that use Super characters?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's good that I'm watching this first.
Beerus is in that game.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of who I was thinking of, partially because he's like one of the only new characters we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool. Yeah, man. I'm loving it. Dragon Ball, very good.
Very good. Yeah, Salt Circle Pod on Twitter. At Salt Circle Podcast. Or Salt Circle Podcast at gmail.com. Whatever. My brain broke. Anchor.fm/Salt Circle. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels. And
I'm not on Twitter. I'm tempted to start a Twitter solely to follow like some sumo stuff. The fact that Hakuo's actual tag is Hakuo Show 69 because he's a 69th Yokozuna is too good. It's too good. But anyway.